Hello and welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons. Yes. Last time the team finally got back from their adventure with the mushrooms. It's a whole thing. Go and figure that out. Varys got himself greater restoration by a priest in Heroga to get himself cured up from the mushroom curse infection he had.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to Wayclaw setting this in motion when they got back.
Yay for not dying!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Went and talked more through what happened with Wayclaw, who was advised that he's going to get a whole lot more people sent up and priests and all that, and go and see what he can do about it. And it's probably going to get you guys to go and keep looking at it later on at some point. But for now, he needs you elsewhere, specifically because you got a message from the old Storm's Ledge guy about the clockwork thing up there being weird.
The Astro Wizard.
Yeah. He wants you guys to go and find out what that's all about, and has advised that he has a teleport circle in his house that he is going to let you use after you've had a rest and ready to go and do that. He has also granted Avril the knowledge of how to create teleport circles. So
After taking it away from Jun.
yeah, briefly granting it and taking it away from Jun.
Rude.
Okay, in my defense, I thought it was going to be a shared thing, not that I was being like, but I want the toy. I did not realize, so I'm very sorry.
Yes.
I mean, in fairness, does Chun deserve the toy the most?
Mhm.
I think the question is more, would Jun be more responsible with the toy?
Yeah.
That's also true. And then promptly paid Reptar for their entire team's worth of expedition they went on, which is a lot more gold than they've ever seen in their life. They promptly asked to leave, which was not met with acceptance, and have been pressured into staying at your house to look after it while you guys are not there. But you've also been given a rather large chest, which appears to be weighted down with lots of gold. You've yet to count or even open, as much as Aelin tried to. Yes. After all that, got on the train and headed down to Cloudport. After, of course, Avril and Reptar both were a bit sick in the elevator and on the train. Less so on the train. Yeah. It's a half day's train ride, so you've short rested, and also everyone's continue to read the books. Yeah. Is there anything else you would like to do on the train ride?
I think Jun's probably like pretending not to sulk.
Yeah.
He's definitely sulking.
Varys is sketching up some basic traps.
Okay.
Mhm.
Any
Perhaps for the ball we're going to?
Mm. No, for our house.
Oh.
To make sure it's safe for people. Well, safe for us and not for people who aren't us.
Security system. Nice.
Yeah.
fair enough.
Home security. That's what he's working on.
Well, I imagine Ailey is here now.
Yep.
I
Ooh.
imagine they're very keen on getting into that chest.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
got some downtime.
Oh yeah. And I have a temporary mouse that's slightly awkward for me to use because it's a regular mouse.
Oh no.
So it's slightly hurt. But, where is my lock picking?
Still gonna try and lock.
Well, were we given the key yet?
Yes, Varys was given the key.
Mhm.
Ah. But did Varys give Ailey the key?
No.
Then
Okay.
yeah.
we can open it up when we get there, not on the train there.
No, you expect Ailey to wait?
Yes.
God no.
Absolutely not. Well, they successfully opened the chest.
And they're probably now rubbing their face on it. Like a cat.
yeah,
Like
so
on the gold
I would like
inside
to
of it.
close the chest and relock it, please.
Can you get it out of Ailey's hand?
I imagine that the chest is bigger than me, so Varys is just jumping onto the chest to try and like close the lid and lock it.
well, you'll be slamming Ailey's head in.
Yeah.
Ailey, move your head.
Ailey would probably be like asleep by now, using it as like a pillow. Like, on the train ride.
Fine. As long as you're not taking any. Varys gives up on trying to shut Ailey into the chest.
Like, as soon as she's opened it and rubbed her face on it, she'd just pass out. She'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I am happy, I am safe.
The
We have
dragon
gold."
horde activates.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nap
gold.
time. Ah.
Yep. Okay. Sweet. Anything else? No?
No.
Alright.
Nope.
Cool.
Okay, train ride.
Sweet. You arrive in arrive back down in Port, another train station, completely unfamiliar to Avril and Tar. Walk down the hallway, back into another elevator. Avril and Riptar are more prepared this time, so I'll not get them to roll your checks for that one. It arrives. We'll fix it out. Into the cellar of your. So, where to first?
I think Jun's just gonna wander around and check that nothing's been broken into and everything looks the same.
Mm-hmm. Give the house a once over.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Avril, feel free to explore it as well.
Has Avril been here yet?
No.
Not been here, but also currently trying to move things around on my IRL setup to make it comfy. So give me a minute, and then I will absolutely explore.
Yeah. I think The way Jun is conceptualizing it, like he doesn't feel like it's his house. Because why would he assume that level of like thing? But he's like using his previous thieving experience to try and like help his friends have house security and just check that, you know, no one's gotten in or anything. Where's the front door? Is it like this?
Door.
Yeah. And then like windows and stuff. As I walk through the house, do I see anything out of sorts?
Okay.
Roll me a perception check.
Also do this.
No, everything appears as it was left. Maybe a little dusty or musty.
Okie, that is good.
Alright. Should we take the chest into the living room, I guess? Over here?
Alright.
Yep. There's no way. Like, Ailey will not have put it down this whole time. Would probably still be half asleep with their face on it. But if anyone went near it, they'd be like, I don't know if that came through, but hissing like a cat.
Hey, Lee, you've got the share.
Yeah, so I was waiting till we're all here in the room together, watching each other.
That's fair. Alright, everybody get in here. Get your share of gold.
Everyone
Avril,
stood out the corridor. Get in. Where? Oh, that way.
over here. Hi. You can explore afterwards. We'll divvy up the gold first.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well,
Yeah.
you've already seen from from Ailey being inside of it that it is packed. It is a chest full of gold. It's not a large chest, but it's still a lot of gold. Quite a shock to see in general. You do some quick maths in your head based on the size of it. Ferris is good at these sort of things, and guesses that it's probably got about 15. Sorry, make sure I get this number right. That is 15,000 gold pieces
Whoa.
at least.
Hey,
Fair.
we did a good job. I think my performance worked quite well.
Indeed. So that's what? 3 grand each?
Like really quietly looks at Varys and waits for you to notice, and then just like, is that a lot?
Yes. Yeah, it's a lot of gold. We furnished this house with about 500 gold. But,
Furnish.
put
Firm.
the furnish is put the things in the house that we didn't have, so that it was more like a place that people live in.
You got all the furniture.
Yes.
Oh, I thought to make a house look like people live in it, you gotta put the people in. Does it cost 500 golds to live here?
Mm, we kind of just have it. I don't know. We don't have paperwork, I don't think. Do we?
I guess I could make us a paperwork. I'm pretty good at like paper and stuff. I could make us one.
Chris probably be like, way Chlor handle all of the paper. Probably not something and stuff. But
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But I mean, realistically,
Is this-
we're the only ones with the key. It's got to be fashioned, so.
True. Yes, we did have the locksmith come by.
So this is like a proper like a big house, right? So does it have like a sign, you know?
What, like done adventuring?
Like when you know big houses and they have like a place that people call it. Like it's not, you know, a number on a place. It's the blah blah blah, or it has like a picture and then people call it after the picture. Do we have a picture?
Varys sort of looks at everybody else, kind of shrugging his shoulders. Oh.
Errol, you want to roll a perception with me?
Oh god.
As you say, you know, like a picture or something that it's named after, look around the room as it is the living room for some identifier for this house, and you see right here on the pedestal here, there is a golden bust of a
Got
man.
it in this room that we keep it. I could
Yes.
never remember.
It's right here on a pedestal. Of man's face and shoulders, who is in extreme anguish. Like he is in the most pain anyone you've ever seen has been in, and is perfectly sculpted. Like this is an exact replica of a person's head in that fashion.
Made of completely of gold.
Completely gold.
Like, please tell me that the melty face man is not the person that's the sign, you know?
Oh, that's
He got
more.
added later.
Yes, recent renovation.
Is very
Who
lifelike.
remembers?
Do you know the artist who made it?
Yeah.
No, we made it.
We did, yes.
Yes, we do know the artist that made it.
Mm-hmm.
And Jun will like look meaningfully at at Ailey being like,
Wait, so you know the artist, but you said you made it. So
Yes.
I didn't know all of you were really good at art. I thought I was the person who did drawing. I didn't know any of you could do it. That's really cool.
We used a different medium and a different technique.
You will be like, I draw, and pull out her like schematics that she tried to draw of like dragons and stuff.
Hey, look at that. Ailey is
Pardon
also
me.
an artist.
Part of me is
I'm trying to
picturing
there's a-
Ailey schematics as
Yeah,
like, you know,
it's-
Captain Quark and like the sort of pictures that he draws.
It is the main one that I remember is the clockwork dragon that they encountered that they used the acid potion on. I know she definitely drew a picture of that. So it's like missing chunks from acid. and then would have things like the thingy what's it, with the memory bits, and like lines pointing like arrows describing things. Like the picture itself reasonably okay, but the descriptors are all just arrows pointing at stuff and being like, and this bit was metal, and this bit was metal. And here's
I'd
where
be
some
like-
of the acid damage was.
Gonna be the good little sibling of the family and go, ooh, interesting. And then I'm gonna deliberately walk over to the statue so that I don't have to look at the schematics.
I also designed the labels for my alcohol.
Haley is a marketing whiz.
We should market the house, you know, and we should be like we should have a name like the
I think for right now we are not really looking for people to be very interested in this house. We want to keep a low profile.
Oh, it's like a hideout. I get it now. Never mind.
Hmm.
Yes.
Mm.
As you get closer and take a closer look at this bust, it's not. Yeah, you can tell you know you've seen busts before, and you probably have seen things casted out of gold and other metals. This is not a cast. This is not a sculpture. This is immaculate and perfect. Like, there's no way a natural craftsman made this.
I was gonna really slowly turn round, like incredibly slowly, with
Varys
the
is divvying
horror
up the
face,
gold.
and do the. Did you make a person into? I think I should not answer that question.
545, 546,
So
547.
Avril, my friend, Thrakus will just drape her arm over Avril if she'll let her. Around her shoulders and be like, and try to steer her away and be like, have you heard about the concept of the sin of greed?
So about coming along with the team, eh? It's such a nice team, and we get along so well, and
Yes.
611, 612, 613, 614.
Bro, you want
Yeah,
to see
I
some of the rest of the house? We'll see if we can find space for you.
just like epic swallow, like yeah, it's very nice, and it's lovely, and you're all just so lovely, and nothing bad will ever happen.
We'll divvy up your share of the gold as well too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Ellie will be with Varys.
You can keep the gold right there. You can just have the share.
We'll leave it in the
and,
chest for you. We'll put it next to the bust.
Ferris is not normally this tone deaf.
Varys is too busy counting and trying to divvy up gold. He's just in a
And
world
Ellie
of
is sitting
currency
watching.
and math.
Thrakus being like, try to imply that the guy died that way because of the sin of greed while you're counting a whole chest of gold.
greatly amused. He's just sitting in the corner, like, in a chair, looking at this scene of, like, his, I suppose, friends now, going, what the fuck? This is hilarious. And he's just sitting there like...
So, Avril, do you want a tour?
Everyone's gonna take Thoracus up on that, but only if Reptile will come with them.
Reptile has been following you around.
Yeah, Reptile wanted nothing to do with that statue.
No, they really don't.
Ailey will be watching Varys like a hawk, though Varys is the only one she actually trusts to fairly divvy it up.
Jin is also watching Varys like a hawk, but yeah, same.
There are he's just openly
Ailey's
got
tail would
different
be
piles,
flicking.
and as he's going through putting it out.
Like, you know how when, like, cats are staring out the window and they see a bird and how their tail, at, like, the very tip of their tail does a little flick thing? That's what Ailey's doing as she stares at the gold being divided.
Yep.
And be aware, she will be taking the chest with her when gold
That's
is
fine.
being counted.
We know Alien enjoys
She
a
probably
good
still
thing.
hasn't let it go, actually. She's probably still holding the chest as you count them.
Yeah, I imagine that you'd probably like just put the gold into it and use it like a hammock or a chair type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
She'll find a way to fit in it, even if it's just a leg, okay?
yeah. So I'm gonna say, first off, that any one of you carrying around an additional 3,000 gold will encumber you, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you probably don't really want to just have that in your inventory. So
Oh.
as much as there is now going to be nice neat piles in the chest, each of 3,000 for splitting up. Yeah. If you want to carry that around and be at disadvantage for everything, that's up to you.
No, Ailey wants it as a pillow. She's probably only going to take some of the coins with her.
Yeah.
Can we go through our inventories now together? Like, do you have a document? Would you want us to make individual documents about what items we have left at the house?
You have a document of things that you currently have left at the house. You have a
Cool.
barrel of gunpowder, a single longbow, the Dragon Slayer short sword, an ornamental dagger, some satin bed sheets, bedrolls, the metal dragon claw from the copper dragon slate on the copper nut. There is a quart of apple cider, some fine clothes, just a lot of daggers actually. The Zoltmol
Hey,
family...
Ailey hoards lots of things.
Yeah.
And so does everyone else.
Yeah.
Mhm,
We don't
mhm.
sell shit.
Uh,
We just pick it up.
yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
So, can I add to it in a subcategory of in Thorax's room?
Sure.
So I see no reason why I should carry around my short sword that I've had since we started. Do you want me to delete these things from my inventory, or
Yes. If you're going
Yes.
to leave them here, please do.
yes, as long as they're accounted for? So short sword is in my bin. It's just a regular short sword. I'll keep the dagger because shenanigans. Let's see. I am gonna. I mean, that's fun. I can't keep all my potion shit with me. So the madcap blood, in parentheses green question mark, from fiendish tainted red cap, bled red in combat but was green once deceased. Do you want to copy these things from my inventory?
Okay. Actually, what I'll get you to do is,
Let's just add to the document later.
Hold on, I have a better idea. Actually, I'll go ahead. Specific folder for this.
Yeah, like for the bag of holding, but for the
Exact.
house.
Yeah.
Bag of housing.
Bag of
So long as we have names on stuff, because there's a lot of weird shit, and I doubt other people will confuse whose Madcap backskin it is, but you know,
Just in case.
yeah, just in case.
could have a bag of housing for each room.
Mm.
Yeah. So folding.
Sorry for the admin, guys, but if we're
No,
gonna
it's
start being
good.
encumbered,
It
Mhm.
needed to be done.
this feels too much like a regular chore.
Okay. So. There's now a folder for the house. I'll make your own as separate rooms if you want to put things in there. I'll move the stuff that's already in there into those later.
Mhm.
For now, yes, there are only 3 rooms that have already been divvied up. So everybody else will have just a place for their stuff
Mhm.
that they've left at the house.
In their rooms.
As Jun realizes that everyone is deciding to leave portions of what they've earned here because they'll be encumbered if they don't. If anyone who's looking sees, like for a second, like a slightly panicked look on his face, and he's like does not go to leave anything. He just puts it all of his share into his bag.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Sus. I don't think Thrakus was in the room for that, though.
Probably. Well,
You just putting 3,000 gold into a bag?
I think he will find a smaller bag for the greater portion of it and put it in the bag of holding when no one's looking. So he's not encumbered, but he's also not leaving anything in the house.
Okay.
Because he does have the bag of holding.
That is true.
Hmm.
Cool. I'll update the bag holding.
So, are we able to do a pouch within the bag of holding that contains Jun's share? Or do we just remember?
No, I can do that separately, actually.
Cool. Because as far as Jun knows, this is not his house. He doesn't have a room here.
Oh.
This is where his friends live.
How many rooms are in this house?
There's 3. There's 3 rooms.
Ah.
Cool. Okay, so, yes.
Why did I think there was 4 bedrooms? It's still not enough, but I swear there was 4 bedrooms.
No.
Am I thinking of somewhere we rented?
Maybe.
Possibly.
Anyway, yes, in the bag of holding, now there is a bag that is separately 1,000 gold there, Jun.
Thank you.
Yes. Any other things? Any other admin stuff you want to do here?
I think Varus had a couple of rifles that were taken from guardsmen who did not deserve to wield them.
Yes.
The ones that were taken bribes that we tried to, I'm pretty sure we ended up killing in that alleyway. They tried to kill John.
Yes.
I think it was just that and the gunpowder barrel that Ferris. Oh, and the spice, but that's communal.
Yep. It's a lot of space.
He probably should put some stuff away though.
So how are we putting stuff away?
So, it is should be able to see you under the section. Stash, which is just another player character there that you can move stuff into.
Nice, thank you.
Hey, Thrakis,
Mm.
did you want there's ribs and viscera to stay here that are in the bag of holding?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Chuck that in my stash.
There's also like a jewel encrusted chalice, books from an
Oh, that would be
necro
probably
library?
something Ailey stole if it's jewel encrusted.
Yeah,
There's a
like
statue of
that's-
Jensen.
That was the
we
blue
sh-
one, so that was
We should
staying.
hang on. We should probably hang on to that just in case we find another thing.
Mhm. I agree.
Alternate
But
prayer.
Perhaps the chalice can stay here, and there's also a few weapons.
Alice. Ailey will
think-
like fucking just snatch it almost, and like
Don't lose that in your
Run it up.
hoard.
starts running upstairs with it.
Don't lose it. We might need that as part of the spell component, I think.
Jun holds up. There's a couple of weapons in the bag that because he's kind of thinking, well, people might want to. But he holds up towards Varys the glaive of terror and the necklace of fire resistance, and he goes, "Do these belong to anyone in particular?"
No, I believe we just picked them up. The necklace, I think we got from somebody in Storm Sledge. I don't remember where the glaive came from. But they don't belong to anybody, so...
Would anybody mind if I took them? I could make use of them for the group, obviously.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Oh,
Yeah, if you think they'll be helpful, go for it. I mean, they're not being used otherwise.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. While we're on the subject, I do have a dagger of venom, if anybody wants that. There's
the
also
one
an...
Ailey gave you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, it's still on my hotbar.
Whoops. Would Ever Rose like that? You know, to fling at people with spells.
There's also
My
a flame
assumption-
short sword in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's
Yeah, there's all sorts of
one
good
of
stuff in
Ailey's
there.
spare ones. Because she
Yeah,
just
but-
uses the short sword of sharpness and the dagger of Skyrant at the moment.
The dagger of venom doesn't use an attunement slot or anything. It's just a once per dawn feature thing.
That would have been my next question, so thank you. It was a case of if we're gonna get swords and then getting Crash to carry them so that then I can on command be like, loose the swords, you know what I mean? That if we could swap any of my boring ones out and give Skelly an even bigger headache for that spell, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
I like
say-
that idea.
I will say first off that it has to be non-magical weapons. For
Ah,
But it's
mage
basically
objects.
just poison.
It is unfortunately magically enchanted, so it counts.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a +1. It also takes an action to make it all poisony.
But the only real options for advancing for making your inanimate objects better would be stronger weapons, like bigger weapons, or like silvered weapons. Things that are not non-magical, mundane items that are stronger, natural. Cool. So we can do more admin-y stuff. You guys now have stashes. Yeah, but Jim is elected to keep all their stuff on them at the moment. But if anyone wants to leave stuff here at the house, feel free to do so. You should have access to see that under house option. Stashes in there.
Doing.
Just drag.
Mostly it's just weird
Where is the house?
science
And,
shit
items.
and dead things.
So you need to go to the little man tab on the right.
Yeah. Oh, there. I see it.
Stash in there. And just drag it. Just make sure you remember to delete it from your regular regular sheet, so that it's not counted against your stuff. While you're doing that, Thoricus, you're giving Avril a tour.
I am. I'm just deleting the last thing from my own personal inventory. Here we go. Now I'm not holding
the
stuff
character
I'm not
sheet?
supposed to be holding. Oh, yes, it does too.
How long are we gonna stick around here?
I believe you were going to stay the night, and then head back to Baroga to go to Wayclaw's house and use his teleport circle to get to Storm's Ledge super quick. But you could also have Avril set up a teleport circle as well.
When and where is the dance
Ball,
thing, the ball that we're going to?
the masquerade, that is in 3 days from now.
And is it here?
It is not in Camport, it is in Baroga.
Okay, so we're teleporting to get there.
No, so you're teleporting to Storm's Ledge to go and speak to the wizard at the top of the tower. Find out what he was talking about with the fungus being weird deer at the same time that you guys were dealing with the mushroom people. To get as much information as possible about that mushroom stuff. And then once that is... Yeah, once you've got that information, come back. Wayclaw's going to sort out outfits and all that sort of stuff for you guys as well. Yeah. You've got a couple of days to sort that out, so...
Sweet. Thank you.
No worries.
So house tour. Hello?
Yeah,
Not see how to
sounds
drag
good.
across
And stuff.
Yeah. So we got a big old hallway, and then through these doors. I don't know. Maybe we can repurpose down here because we got too many people for this house now, and you guys deserve to, have room. We should set you all up. We need to get some beds. So through here. Is this the door?
Yep, that's the way that you guys came.
The bed says me. Get in the door.
It wasn't.
Get
The rock is having some trouble with the door.
No, that was player error. So in here, was this like the pantry?
So at the cellar. So
Storage, the cellar.
there's actually a couple of steps down to get into here. It's not super much the cellar as any other place is, but it's being utilized like that. But it is also where the lift is down to the Frank's.
Yes. So you came through here when we came up briefly, but yeah, this is where we store some stuff. In all honesty, we haven't really stocked this place up because we're never here for very long. But I don't know, it's the biggest space we have that I feel like we could reutilize. And then if we go out this way, I cannot move through walls, and it's frustrating me.
You have to get through the door.
I tried. It wouldn't let me.
It's because it was closed.
It looked like it's.
You can just use
It
the
looked
arrow key
open.
to move.
I know I can open it. It looked open to my character.
Okay, weird.
Yeah, that's why I keep getting frustrated. So if we go up here, this is where the kitchen is. Make sure that's open. Yeah.
Rose
And,
like
like,
wringing their hands
dining
together
room.
and goes, Therakus?
Yes, friend.
So, how much does someone have to, say, be terrible and annoying to, say, for example, I don't know, get turned into solid gold?
So that guy was a genuinely bad person. Like he I can't remember all of it. It was so long ago, guys.
He was warmongering.
Yeah, like that's about all I remember.
He was
Like,
trying
it was-
to paint the elves in a bad light and make the people of this continent go to war with them.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy
Stuff like that.
was warmonger. He was also abusing those under his command and very much sort of taking things for granted. He was being real racist against elves and really like magic phobic, and he was also trying to kill us at the time. That's actually the first time I kind of died. Well, no, not the first time. That was actually the ants. But like the first time when I. Well, you'll see. You might see. At another point, I had something else to explain. But we only had one of those potions, man. We ain't turning anyone else into gold anytime soon.
So you're not gonna turn anyone into gold, even if they were like really annoying and stuff?
I mean, you have to be a lot more than annoying to get me to turn you into gold like that. That was special circumstances. Like, and I'm not gonna do that to you, man. We're friends.
The team would
I
have
don't-
turned Ailey to gold by now if it worked like that. She's not listening to this conversation, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like-
we're friends, but when I see that you keep a gold man in your house that you're somewhat proud of, because you've left him out there for everyone to see, can you, a little bit, what,
Okay, so we almost never here, so we're not seeing that every day ourselves. That wouldn't sit right a lot of the time with a lot of people. Vargas sweats a little in the amount of remains she has. For funsies. But also it by displaying it where we meet people where we might have to have business dealings with, who might not be our friends, we also display to them why they shouldn't cross us and why they should respect us and maybe hire us for things.
So people have to pay us big chests full of lots of gold, otherwise we'll not to wait. Hang. Okay.
No. So we get paid for the us almost dying all the time stuff. So we'll ferry messages between places, and mostly we just help people that want help. That time where we helped rescue a bunch of dwarvish children from inside these caves,
We disposed of the avatar of a death god. We were asked to do that.
oh hey Varys, I didn't see you there. What's up?
Oh, sorry. He's just dragging a big bag full of gold off to his room. Don't
You
mind
just
me.
peeked in through the
Taking my
door.
share. Hi.
Yeah. We.
Okay, but bear in mind that you're dragging off a bag towards Zubat. I'm just see you turn around and hauling a bag full of something, and my brain is like, what kind of stuff is in that bag? Oh god.
I mean, it's 3,000 gold pieces, so you're hearing clang, clang, clang. And then as he's going up the stairs as well, you hear clink, chink, chink.
Does he have to be extreme
It's
to look
not
at this
reassuring
room?
when I know that you can turn people into gold. So my brain, immediately I scan and I just check that Reptar is somewhere within sight so that isn't a bag full of gold rats.
Gold coin. Don't worry.
But seriously, we do not have the ability to turn anything or anyone into gold. We did that.
That was a promise that we had to keep. He wanted war to happen. He endangered a lot of people's lives very unnecessarily, and he got what was coming to him, in my personal opinion. Well, have a lovely night, and then
Yeah.
Garth drags the bag further off.
I'll level with you, Avril. I don't remember much of the gold pouring moment because I was kind of a bit messed up because that guy all the people were trying to kill me so much. So that might have had something to do with our friends' reactions. You don't try and kill any of us, and we won't turn you gold or make you completely disappear into dust.
If everyone's just gonna turn around and make eyes at Reptar, what have I gotten you into? I'm so sorry.
Baraka
You
says
see
a
that-
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah. You see that Reptar is a lot less shocked by this than you would think that they would be. It seems that this isn't as bad as what they've most recently experienced, so are perfectly fine with this.
Safer.
It's fine. House on fire, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Safe is always relative.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is the kitchen and dining room, where we will make sure we have breakfast in the morning, that sort of thing. I know we already. Yeah. How are you doing, by the way, after the train?
I don't think my tummy likes twains.
Okay, well, sleep on it, and we'll make sure we get a good breakfast in the morning. Okay, so, upstairs. If Skelly would so oblige. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate moving, man. It sucks. I'm just gonna do it with arrows now. Why is it doing that?
Oh right, I forgot. That's it.
There we go. We're out. We're out.
No.
Okay. So, up here are Ailey, Varys, and I's bedrooms.
I think that's my name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
So,
wait. You have bedrooms? What?
yeah, so it's a bedroom. It's a room where your bed is, but it is also like a
No, you
private
don't
living
understand.
quarters. So you got
Like,
all your stuff and things like that in there.
you don't understand. It's like your girlfriend's house. When there's places for you don't stay in the same place. You have all the different places. It's big.
Yeah. One of the reasons we were so happy to have this house. Because, we're all up in each other's business all the time. It's nice to have somewhere where you can just sort of decompress by yourself, decorate yourself, Well, through here's Ailey's room. Ailey can show you that if she wants, but because it's a private space, you only go in there if she says it's okay, and usually only if she's there. Which
Right
is
now,
the same
the door
for
would be shut.
Yeah.
She'd be asleep on a pile of gold.
which is what I thought. Over here is Varys's room. Same goes. You're welcome to see it if Varys lets you.
The door is open. Varys is there. He's got like a monocle type thing on one eye, and he's just shifting around piles of gold, and then piles of gunpowder, and then piles of spice, trying to organize all this shit. Pass me that gun over there.
Everyone's gonna put their eyebrows approximately in their hairline at the idea that anyone could have this much stuff that isn't evil.
Well, I never said I was good, but I ain't evil.
Yeah, I never said you were good or evil either, but you know,
There was
in
there
her
was a mace
experience
from
so
the
far-
hells that told me that I was good. Ish.
In her experience so far, people with big houses have genuinely been 99% evil except for Jamie's house. So my idea that y'all would have a house, I was assuming that it would be like a cute little barn, like what I'm used to, and we would all sleep on the mezzanine together, and like then I would accidentally blow it to smithereens. But that was what Avril was picturing, and so it's having like wait, we're like wealthy, but not without, like, not being able to describe the concept properly. That's why the meltdown is coming from.
So, like, we were gifted the house, weren't we? Does anyone remember what, like,
Well,
questy
we-
thing
we-
we did?
We only have the house because it is above the train station,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Wakefield doesn't want the train station getting out. So
Yeah.
that's it. Like, we don't own it.
No,
we are
it was like
temporary,
we're like squatting.
We are squatting with the knowledge of the owner. Yes.
So we are renting for free. Okay.
There's an
So-
interesting series of events that led to you.
Yeah. I was like, it's so, all this stuff is so convoluted. But yeah. So
Went
Thraxus will be like,
to-
so we don't like. Oh, sorry.
You went to Copper Night, bought some kobolds there, found the train with Joe, used the train.
Oh yeah.
Came here to
Got the
Count
dagger of
Fallen.
Skyrim.
Yeah. When you arrived here at this train station, and came into this house, you had no idea who owned the house, what it was about. You broke out of it, breaking the
I
lock that was on
remember
it.
this, and we didn't we leave like a note like sorry?
Something like that.
with
At some point,
Wait, didn't
and,
we
like,
small
scare
amounts of
someone
gold.
that saw us or something?
Why do I remember pickles? I don't know.
Because there were pickled apples in the cellar that
Yeah.
Ailey stole.
Oh.
And turned
We put some
into
money down.
alcohol.
Yes.
Oh wow, feels like weeks ago, right, guys?
Yeah.
So Thoracus is gonna be like, so we call this our house because it is currently where we live, but we don't technically own the house. Wakelaw owns the house, but he lets us live in it and have our stuff in it because we're protecting the train. Yeah.
Because currently, the only people who know about the train are you and Wickle.
Oh, by the way, the train's a secret anyway. Well, and also anyone would fucking take it on the train. There's so many people.
Yes.
I'm like,
Some
cool.
people.
So through here is my room, and just give me a sec. And Thorax will run in and close the door. It's like, who keeps closing doors on me? I swear. Oh, that's a sick joke. Please no, with Codswallop and the moving, yuck.
What?
Oh, okay, so Codswallop was like this on the bearskin rug.
Yeah.
Which made him look like he was the bearskin rug.
Oh.
So, I just moved his head. I moved his head. Well, him. So Thorax is gonna really quickly start shoving things into like the chest and into the closet, anything that is dead stuff, which is a significant amount of things, including that blue tiefling middle finger wet specimen and like the mimic tongue and all that stuff, and is like sweating and has put stuff under the bed and like crammed everything anywhere, and then tries very quickly to then be like, okay, that's fine, and opens the door. Is like, you can come in. This is my room. Sorry, it was a bit of a mess, so I wanted to clean it up before you saw her in it.
Oh, it's okay. I haven't had a room to make messy in... Like, drifts off, starts counting how many summers it's been, even though they couldn't tell if it was summer or not.
But considering the only other options is like the cellar or the living space, which is a room you don't want to be in. I figured maybe you guys could sleep in here tonight, and we can make you comfy.
Everyone's gonna do the, like, index fingers pointing together and mumble something basically incomprehensibly quietly.
I also wanted to make sure that you actually slept instead of reading all night, because you definitely need to sleep no matter how good you feel right now.
Like, look up at Thoracus and attempt to mumble the same sentence, and then just look down back at my hands and mumble it again.
Okay. Well, it has been a long journey. So I think it is time to get us settled and turned in for the night.
Can I read for, like, some of it? I feel really good right now.
You can read for a little bit, but I really don't want you staying up all night. It's best if you do get a proper sleep tonight.
Everil is gonna test how tired they are by attempting to cast Investiture of Flame again, knowing full well they don't have the spell slots for it IRL. Me knows, but Everil does not. But doing the, like, test if the flames will go kind of feeling, just to see, like, how tired am I?
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check. Yep. You try to do it. Nothing happens.
Okay, Thoracus, I can't do the big thing, so I should probably do a bigger nap. I don't know. the one time it didn't work, it really made me feel weird. I don't know. I didn't know that sleep was so. Yeah.
Important. Yeah.
Okay, but then can I read on the train or something next time so that I'm still like spending time and stuff. I gotta get these books read because
I
it's
know.
really important, and I could have helped Varys. What if Varys
Yes.
had
Oh, Hunt, no. Like, none of us could help Varys. The rest of us know so many things, and we still couldn't help Varys. Sometimes you have to rely on people outside just your direct friend group. It's okay. You did good. And everyone's okay. And then Thoraka sort of side-eyes Reptar and is sort of like looking a bit guilty after saying everyone is okay, because not everyone's okay.
like everyone's okay except you because all your friends are dead. I mean,
Yeah, except all your friends. All your friends are definitely not okay. Get wrecked. Did not say that, but like, whoops. But yes, we should get some sleep. I'd offer to let you sleep in my bed, but and you look over and Codswallop's already in the bed because he's got his half.
I'm gonna look quietly at Reptar and go, do you want to put your bedroll like near mine, but the other way up? Like when I was a kid, me and my sister used to do that. Do you want like only if you want to
Oh, top and tail? Yeah.
And Thorax is like, and throws her bedroll out at Reptar in a very like, I see you two. I see what's going on. Not in my room.
What? But I was just gonna lie down so we could swap scary stories and go sleep.
You can lie down beside each other, but you do not need to share a bedroll.
I wasn't what? Who said sharing a bedroll? I meant put bedrolls next to. What? No. I was like horrified and going absolutely bright red.
Cool. Then sorry for the misunderstanding, but there's the other bedroll.
Reptar's like, I have my own bedroll.
Okay, you get to use yours. Good, because mine's probably. But oh no, it's kind of sparkling and clean because of that whole precipitagitation. That spell.
Yes.
Because normally it's a little bit stinky, especially with the dog smell. Sorry. God, smell up.
Oh, I mean, I have rats, so I'm used to
Rats smell great.
Not a lot of rats. A lot of rats can get really stinky.
Sidebar. Rats are just as hygienic as dogs.
Yes.
By the way.
Yeah.
IRL.
Mm-hmm. So, getting ready for bed. Anything else anybody's doing before the night is up?
Yes.
Yeah. Ailey is sleeping, like I want to do.
Bit of gold. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Anyone else? Anything they would like to do?
Yes. Jun. Can I get you, Scully, to take out of the bag of holding the Necklace of Fire Resistance and Glaive of Terror and put them in my inventory?
Sure thing. Terror.
And then I think also the Viscera and Ribs from the Wild Hunt, I think Thoracus wanted in their room as well. From the bag of holding.
Yes.
And Ailey wanted the goblet.
And Ailey wanted the goblet.
So, goblet. Chalice. Ailey station.
So my stash just for anyone that's interested, is like 90% bits of dead stuff and enemies, and then the rest of it is stuff like samples of weird moss fungus. It's pretty funny. It's a long list, and it's not even all the dead stuff. Because Thoricus keeps all the small bones and the teeth, but you know, spells and his teeth are cool.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
So Jin will so with his packed scythe, his pact of the blade, he has pact of the blade. Obviously you can create a pact weapon, but you can also transform one magic weapon into your pact weapon by performing a special ritual over the course of an hour, which can be done during a short rest. Not that we're long resting. You can then dismiss the weapon, shunting it into an extra dimensional space, and it appears whenever you create your pact weapon thereafter. It's as long as it's not sentient or an artifact, I can do that. And so I think what Jin will do is kind of this cool skull that he's been using, kind of entwined with his pact weapon. He will kind of dismiss it from that role and spend the hour to do the ritual to make the Glaive of Terror his pact weapon. And because it's a pact weapon, I will be proficient with it while I wield it. And it can also, I assume, do the thing that it does as the Glaive of Terror still.
So you still will need to attune to it to have that effect.
Okay. He will take the time to attune to it as well.
Cool.
Because if it takes an hour to do the ritual, an hour to attune to something.
I would say that you can do both the ritual and an attunement at the same time.
Cool. And then I would like to, I think, unattune from the Lamp of Spell Storing.
Okay.
And also attune to the Necklace of Fire Resistance.
Alright.
So now I have this Glaive of Terror. Do I have like an item in my inventory for that skull?
Yes, you have the fancy skull. It's listed as a weapon
cool.
for some reason.
Well, it was for a little bit.
That is true.
Cool. I think, Jin kind of being a follower of death gods and, you know, a lover of death ritual, kind of, I think has decided that the fancy skull, you know, knowing a bit more about it and where it came from and its legacy, and as you know, its part in this story of, you know, the mysteries that we're going to uncover. I think he kind of thinks it's more appropriate that it not be part of his weapon, and that actually maybe be a bit more honoured and looked after.
Fair enough.
So he'll find a soft piece of cloth to kind of wrap it up and you know, store it very carefully.
Alrighty. Anybody else? Things to do before Betty buys?
I think Varys is just gonna fix his misfired rifle. I don't know if I did that already or not.
I don't believe you did.
Cool. So it'll be a Tinker's Tools check.
Correct.
Ailey may do some random brewing as well of some description.
Okay.
Brew her apple cider.
Cool. 19, so that beats it.
That is fixed.
Nice.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Alright. And Everill's going to read some more of the book before going to sleep. Yes.
Anthracus does her nightly look through prepared spell stuff, see if she needs to prepare anything to make sure that, you know, she's
I think Jun will do his classic turn into his cat person form and curl up on the couch.
What are we supposed to be doing tomorrow? Just like traveling mostly?
Yep. Going back to Hiroga and teleporting to Storm's Ledge.
Cool.
Alright. So. Everyone can roll their long rests. It's amusing. Yeah, once you're done,
Oh, I gotta make sure Codswell up is.
just make sure Codswell also does.
He's got a rest. He took damage. I'm so
Dash
sad.
does.
Please roll mine for me.
We got.
Waiting on Avro.
I nearly fell asleep at my desk again. So I might have to
Aw,
leave soon.
friend. We've only got half an hour left. If that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're doing good.
You're here. It's very cool.
You know, I had flare up past couple of days, so exhaustion.
It's absolutely fair.
Okay. Well, you all sleep well through the night. You wake up feeling restored. Amber will awaken with a little bit of a startle, noticing that Reptar doesn't seem to be there, but then realizing that they've just turned back into a rat, entire within the bedroll, curled up with their companion animal, their companion rat, in the bedroll. As they awaken, return back to their normal human self. Anything you guys would like to do before I leave? I imagine you'll come down and have some breakfast out of the rations and whatever's left behind here.
Yeah.
I think everyone else gets up and Jun's already up, like rifling through the cupboards and pulling together some kind of breakfast thing for himself and the others, but also because he's hungry.
Yeah.
Rules gonna, when I freak out about the bedroll and I find the rats, I'll offer my hands so that they can climb up. Like suggesting to them, like I pat my shoulders, like you wanna ride down to breakfast kind of thing. So I'm hoping that they jump on.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Gonna help John in the kitchen. Codswell does follow, but apparently can't get downstairs because I can't click on his icon to get him down there. He's doing the big puppy at the top of the stairs because he's not used to the stairs. And it's like, carry me, and I'm like, no, buddy, you go come down for food.
He'll get there eventually.
Gotta figure it out.
It's hard to go downstairs face first. It's scary.
Meow.
Yeah. Should not like make me making any kind of dog-ish noises.
Everyone's gonna like continue to kind of pet the rats, but while walking from the bedroom all the way here, has pulled out one of the books in one hand and then one of the books in the other hand, and is like reading a page from each kind of thing, like learning from each book at the same time, like desperately trying to kind of, okay, that one, okay, I got a little bit, and then that one, like trying to like double the speed of my learning. 'Cause
Oh,
reading
dear.
songs.
Well, I think the reptile rat will like lightly pour at you, and as you notice that they are doing that, they look up at you and shake their rat head at you.
But buddy, I wouldn't be reading. That's like weird sorcerer stuff. Like like wizard stuff, you know? Like they're like sorcerers but crap, and they read books. But like I have to read the book because I need to know how to fix Varys when Varys gets broken again.
At this point, realizing that they're not going to be able to really communicate what's going on here, will leap off of your shoulder and transform back into themselves. And say, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to do it faster if you're trying to read both.
I've had a thought that me and you should learn like cool signs so that you don't have to do that all the time. Like, oh, when you're in rat form, if I gave you like my book and a piece of charcoal, do you reckon you could like draw stuff? That would be so cute.
Yeah, I probably could.
So you draw like 2 books and an eyeball, and then you draw a clock and a 2, and then you'd like cross them out to tell me off for trying to be twice as good, right?
Yeah.
I want to get these learned so that I can learn spells, but also then I could tell school that I learned good, and maybe they'll think I did like good student things, and then I could learn even more spells.
Yeah, I just know that you can't really rush these things. You have to be patient with magic. I'm sure you've had that problem before. Not being patient with magic.
Yeah, Everill's gonna cough, look away, and like wipe their nose on the edge of their hat brim, like bring it round to their face so that Reptar can't see, because they have struck the wrong nerve. Then Everill's gonna take one of the hands away from the books, cast dancing lights under the table, and be playing with them absent-mindedly as a fuck you, I can't fucking do that spell, god damn it.
Not knowing what they've done wrong, they'll just turn back to the table and everyone else and just sort of blankly think about what's going on here. and what they're gonna do with the rest of their life.
So there's like eggs, and I fried up some of this mystery meat. It smells good. There's like there were some vegetables that I threw out because they looked bad, but I pulled together some other stuff from like rations and stuff. It works. Like
We got pickled vegetables. They're still good for you, but it just might be a lot. Goes well with the cheese.
yeah. Yeah, I'll put that on the table too. Oh, and like, there was some bread, and like there was some potatoes that were still good. So like, yeah.
Why is Varys on the crockery cabinet?
Because he can't reach.
Oh,
I am installing traps. Don't worry about me.
oh okay.
We might try and steal our rations.
Just make
Have
sure
you
you
had
do.
breakfast yet?
No, I'll get it soon. Thank you, though.
We should
Yes, no.
definitely eat breakfast.
I've got to go and put crossbow bolts on the front door, but I'll be back.
Oh, you're stealing breakfast from yourself at this point. If you don't eat it, Coswallop will.
Varys aims 2 traps, one at head height for a shorter person and one at head height for a humanoid, like just a human.
Whoa, okay.
Alright.
Cool.
And like
Alright.
adds to the table these like makeshift hash browns that he made.
Nice.
No.
Jonah, I didn't know you were such a talented cook.
Well, you
Crash
either
your
learn to cook or you eat shit food.
Crash will be like, how early were you awake? This
My
isn't.
stomach was rumbling!
It was just such Invader Zim delivery. I love it.
Yes, great. Oh man, that's the
Yeah.
John Invader Zim screaming. My stomach was rumbling. Is now embedded in my head. Like I cannot get the image out. It is amazing.
Yep,
With the zigzag tongue and everything. Yep.
Yep.
He's kind of zooming around the like I imagine him kind of zooming around the kitchen slightly chaotically as well. Like eating while serving food.
Mhm. Oh, this is nice. It's nice to eat around a table with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We should really get some like fresh rations, though. Fresh food, non-jerky or pickled things would be nice.
That's when Reptile will speak up and say, well, if I'm gonna be staying here looking after the place, I can make sure that the cupboards are fully stocked.
Nice of you, though. You may need to talk to Varys about what he's doing to the front door.
Oh yes, there are traps on the doors. Be careful.
But just be careful. Reptile's gonna need to probably leave this place at
Okay.
some point, and you're just gonna.
All right, come with me. Bring your breakfast. That's fine.
Oh my God, don't
Okay.
get shot, but maybe leave as a rat. I don't know.
I can't bring food back if I'm red.
Come on. All right. Varys is just gonna take you on a tour. And basically just say, you shouldn't need to go into my room, but in case you need to, don't. The front door.
Mhm.
And he'll point out the traps he set up. So there is one here, and he points, and it's at about like his own head height for smaller people, and one up here, and he points up about 6 feet up off the ground. That one's for normal heighted people. You need to touch this panel here on the door, and that will disarm them as you come in. If you don't press the panel, you're going to get shot twice. So remember to press the panel.
I will
It's
remember
right next to the lock. So when you put the key in the lock, it's right next to it. So you just press that.
that. Okay.
Wonderful.
So while they're doing that,
Mhm.
Thrax is gonna just puts her elbows on the table and leans her head in her hands with a shit-eaten grin on her face and says, "So, Afro, Afro,
Yeah.
you seem to get real emotional around the newcomer."
I'm having a sound issue. One moment, caller.
That's okay.
Oh, no,
Do you want me to
Everill's
type
dead.
Next minute, that was in character.
Everyone just doesn't want to hear this.
Everyone's just trying to read. Oh no. Okay, but that's
Okay, sorry.
great.
Please try again. I have fixed the sound issue.
So, Avril, you seem to get real emotional around our newcomer.
What do you mean?
Blushing, stuttering, attempts at closeness.
N- but I blush and I stutter and I try to cuddle you guys as well and you know stuff and so like I tug on your sleeves and stuff, so you know it's the same thing.
Sure it is. And I'm pretty sure our time's up by then, surely.
I don't know. How long do you keep Reptar occupied for that? Varys?
Sorry, thought that I was muted. Yes, but it depends how much Reptar is paying attention to what Varys is saying and how much Reptar is paying attention to the food that they're eating.
Reptar is very...
Sounds like a dice roll to me.
No, Reptar is very much paying attention to what you're
Okay.
saying. They do not want to get shot by the traps that you're implementing.
Wonderful. Cool.
Yes.
Then probably not that long. Just
Yeah.
pointing out that his bedroom doorway is trapped. The front door is trapped, and any like entrance or side. I don't think that there is like a back entrance. It's like an alleyway thing. Is it?
There is a back door, yes, in the kitchen.
That would also be trapped as well.
We have left via the back door before.
Mm.
That one time.
So it's not really an exit. So it exits out to like a
Courtyard. But we did some weird shit.
Shit,
That one time.
So, then yes, Reptile will have come back with Varys.
Mm-hmm.
By that point, as Varys continues to show off the traps,
Mm-hmm.
show off the back door.
Yes.
Cool.
Same as the front door, just crossbow bolts at top and bottom. Right.
All right, I think I got it.
Well,
Avril sees who's entering the room and ferociously goes back to trying to read 2 books at a time.
Reptile will see you do this and just sort of shrug and give like a half smile at you, like. Cool. Well, you finish up your breakfast.
mm-hmm.
Reptar accepts a key to the house and says, I'll look after it for you. Just, feel free to let me know if you need me to bring something to you or anything like that. I can help in other ways. Yeah. I'm not really sure what else I'm going to do yet, but I'll find something else to do in the city.
A thought has occurred to Everil, which is like suddenly just wait, stop, holds finger in pages on both books. If you're gonna stay here, how are you gonna get food and stuff? Are you gonna have to like go? Just staying here is one thing, but like running a house is another. You're gonna have to like go get snacks and look after stuff, and like what happens if the tap stops working? Like you'll need a way to get in touch with us quickly. Do you know like a spell to tell us, or are we relying on letters and stuff?
I hadn't really thought about that. I don't have a spell that I can use to talk to you.
Well, we have the Ring of Sending. If you want to use that, Avril, then you can send a message. If you want.
So I should like check in, kind of, regularly.
I would say so, yes. That seems like a good idea.
But does the ring need me to have like a space in my brain?
Yes, it does.
Oh, I've already got. I think my brain's kind of full. Well, I have to concentrate on the helmet so that it doesn't squeeze my brains out my nose. And then you gave me this sword that like does stuff, and then I also have this other ring that's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could take one of them out of your brain space for a bit and then put the ring on and send a message. Once you get your reply, you can take it back off and put your other thing back on.
That sounds like even more homework.
I think you just need to take something off, then put something back on, then take it off, and then put something back on.
I'd look at Crash and be like, is it that easy?
Generally, yeah. If you've put something in your brain already, then it's easy to put it back in.
Magic is weird. Anyway, where do we want me to set up the place thing?
The magical clockwork man. Nods. I agree.
Absolutely.
I don't know. Where does you want me to put up like a big circle somewhere? I know how to do it now. I don't really know how I know how to do it, but I know how to do it. I just need to know where to put it. I think it's kind of big.
Either in here or in the living room.
Once I put one down, does that mean like could Reptar go through it as well? Do they go? Could other people use it to get in? That seems kind of dangerous.
We're going to see a bunch of wizards, so we could ask them.
Maybe I should cast it like just outside the front door or something, so that then if people came back through it, like then they're not in the house. Maybe
that would be in the street.
Yeah.
People would walk into that. Maybe the courtyard.
The courtyard
Yeah,
is
like
shared
this-
with other buildings.
Well, if we. Who are those neighbors? They probably don't. Oh, fine. Well, also, we don't want like birds and stuff.
Yeah, why don't we'll just do it in the kitchen here. We'll just move the table.
I'm gonna
Crash
put
will
it
It
in
is
the
a
corner
security
so that
concern.
no one falls in. I guess.
Crash will say.
Give me a minute. I'll figure it out.
Crash will say. As this is already, the train station, why don't we just put it down in the train station?
Sure.
If our enemies take the train.
Because the train is a secret. Yes, a secret.
If they've taken the train, then they can already get in the house. That's not bad. That's why we're kind of keeping it a secret, right?
Let's just put it here, and then when we go, Reptar can like make sure the kitchen is extra safe or something. I don't know.
I think making sure the kitchen is extra safe is very sensible.
Okay. That's what you want to do.
Varys, do you have a trap in there?
Where? In the room to the train station?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do.
There we go. Sorted.
Okay. So, where are you putting it?
Right about there.
About there?
So it's like down in the corner where I am.
Okay.
I was trying to move it away from the edge of the table. You get the vibe.
Cool. All right. So, you'll watch for a minute as Everil starts laying down some magical sigils on the ground. And lays out something you're relatively familiar with, which is the teleportation circle. And yeah, there it is, ready to go after a minute. So you can't. Well, I don't believe that Everil knows any sigils for anywhere in particular for the teleportation circle. So it's not really going to do anything at the moment. But they are able to memorize. Well, they are able to set a specific sequence of sigils.
The sigils definitely contain a very large circle, a small hemicircle with a line through the top of it, one that looks like kind of like an eye, another one that looks like a flame, and one that looks like a horn, and a dog collar, and so they're kind of deliberately making our circle with bits of us.
Perfect. Yeah. So you've assembled that, and you would absolutely be able to use any other teleportation circle to arrive here as you need.
So sorry, what does Avril put in there to represent each person?
So I was putting in a really big circle. I'll let you guess what that one is. a semicircle with a line that closes off the top of it is supposed to resemble like an eye patch. I was putting in an eye, a horn, a fireball, and a dog collar. I should definitely add a cog. That's my bad for like not thinking of that fast enough.
Wait, so which is supposed to represent June? If any?
The eyeball, because like the changeling eye, like I've drawn it for. It's in your DMs from ages ago when I drew like what Jun looked like.
Cool.
Everyone always just picks the horns.
It was that or teeth, and Ever wasn't going to draw that for a very good reason.
Enough. So having this here definitely makes me want to make this room a little bit safer. So I'm gonna use the key of hallowing in our kitchen. Because slowly, surely, I'll be able to hallow this whole house. Because I love this key. It means I don't have to spend 24 hours hallowing a place. I just dab it at the ground and go, hell yeah! What extra effect do I want?
I mean, that was within reason.
Huh?
I'm reading the spell, and it says that when I learn the spell,
Yes.
I learn the sigil sequences for 2 destinations on the material plane. So I
Yes.
guess
So,
there is at least
Once
one
you-
other place.
yes.
Like,
once you completed the circle and have
Yep.
completed that in your brain, you
Yep.
realize now that alongside the spell, you were granted the locational sigils for Jamie's house and Storm's Leech.
sweet.
So, I'm gonna put Everlasting Rest in this hello spell, so dead bodies interred in the area can't turn into undead, because I don't like the idea of my food trying to eat me.
No pineapple for you.
Enzymatic is different. It's just the I'm worried about. If
Okay.
that's cool, DM.
So,
You seem to not like this.
well, no. So, I wanna just be clear here. Your first effect, the first effect that gets applied, is that Celestials, Elementals, Fiends, Fae, and Undead can't enter the area.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean June?
Yeah. So I'm imagining you're excluding Fae from this.
Yeah.
To allow Jin in here, as you're allowed to do that. So that means just Celestials, Elementals, Fiends, and Undead can enter. And the second effect, you can have any of those effects and stipulate specific creatures. Like you can have a bunch of different rules on that if you wanted to use one of the other ones. For example, you could put the extra dimensional interference, which is the cannot travel via teleportation.
I was looking
or
at that, but I
extra-dimensional
didn't
stuff.
want it to basically null and void the other spell.
No. So what you can do is put that on, and then be like, only my allies are allowed to teleport.
Hell yeah, I'll do that. That's way smarter. Solves way more of the problem.
Which basically means that you've now got a teleportation circle here, which is keyed to
Probably-
a very specific set of sigils, and even if someone did learn them, They would not be able to teleport in here unless they were your friend.
Yay, security system!
Thank you, DM, for using a brain I don't have. It was very kind of you. Thank you.
Oh,
Woo! Because I was like, I feel like this is very helpful, and I can't remember why.
Yes.
Oh, well, there we go. High fives all round. Okay,
So,
are we
6.
hopping on the train? Is that what we were doing?
Well, now Everall has learned that they've got the Storm Sledge code
Sweet.
added to their thing. You guys can just teleport circle from here to Storm Sledge. You don't have to take the train.
sweet.
Wild.
Would
So-
we be able to?
Everyone's
teleport-
doing like the weird like the Matrix cartoony meme where you can see all the stuff flashing in front of their eyes. It's them looking at the transportation circle and being like, "Oh, those are the symbols. Oh, that's how it works." Like having the like dawn of comprehension of understanding of how the magic-y stuff works for this.
Like the model with the penis in
This
front
is-
of you.
I mean, look, this is very wizardy magic. This is definitely not the sort of magic that Everil is used to by a long shot.
Mhm.
Yeah. Would you be able to teleport us back in time? Like if you teleport us there?
What do you mean?
What?
Like, do you have to regenerate your teleportiness?
If I take us there, I think I might need a nap before I can do it again. Like it's pretty tough. I'm pretty good at drawing, and this is different.
Yeah, just because like we still do have to be able to go to that mask ball thing. So just wanting to
I
keep
can
that in mind.
I can send us to if wherever I am, I can draw the thingy, and then it should send us to like if I'm somewhere else, I could draw it and it will send us here. Like if we're so if I draw the one to send us to ledge storm. No, hang on, that's not it. Then we can go there from here, and then from there I would draw this one like this one on the floor, and then when I'm there, and then we can come back. So, like this is. I think I understand.
I mean, sounds faster.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what going to school is like?
That it breaks your brain, yes.
Yep. So I will, I guess I will cast again, right? To make it the one that we need to go to.
No. So this is
No?
the full casting of this. So you can, to make this a permanent teleportation circle,
Yeah.
you need to do this every day
For a year.
for a year.
Yep.
Which I don't think you're going to be able to do. So it is going to be
Yep.
temporary for now.
Yep.
But you will be able to come back here in the next day or two. It'll still be here. It's just not going to be permanent.
Okay. I was trying to find where the cutoff is in the spell.
It doesn't say in the spell, so I'm making the ruling right now.
Yep. Cool.
That it will remain as that was the intention here, was to create it.
Yep.
Something like that. It wouldn't make sense for it to completely be erased after the first using if that's the case.
Yep.
And I mean, what is permanent? But what is actually permanent, really, when you think about it? So I will say that yes, it is going to remain at least for a couple of days before it starts to wane and not be able to be returned to.
Okay. So
but if you wanted to truly make it permanent, then yes, you would have to come back here, cast that spell to make sure that it remains forever in that spot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I walk over this side of the kitchen, and I'm like, okay, so that one comes back here, but it's not gonna stick around. So we better get moving and go and do the stuff we're gonna do. It'll be there for a little bit. Like I don't know. I guess I'll probably know when it's gone. I don't know. Magic is weird. I'm still trying to figure out why. It's like staring at my hands, just like I'm still trying to figure out why I only do fire stuff, and like other people who cast spells don't just do like one type of spell. Anyway, and then I'm gonna cast the teleportation circle again to make it the storm sledge one. Yep.
I mean, that doesn't look like fire magic to me.
Like next minute the sigil is all like soot and ash and red lines and like.
Yeah, I will say that this is unlike any teleportation that you've seen before. Normally,
Yeah.
it is a
Next minute it's a big flaming circle and you just jump through.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing based on where it's coming from. Like,
I mean, it's
well,
not.
I'm still waiting for another charisma save. I'm just putting it that way.
Yeah, it's not a. It's not like a hot or burning flame, but you see the same sort of symbols and stuff appear as everyone is casting the spell and putting down these symbols, but instead of the proper teleportation circle colors that you've seen before, you've been on teleportation circles before. These are hot red, glowing, and even flicker a little bit as though they are made of flame.
Everyone's gonna like keep looking at their hands and looking at the circle and looking at their hands and looking at the circle. Like this feels wrong. And when they're done, they're gonna cast dancing lights again, just as like a self-reassurance kind of mechanism. And I am just going to assume that the lights are also like little flames rather than little blue lights. You know what I mean?
Cool. All right. Well, you have a turn to just get through the portal. Is everyone going?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yoink.
We'll
Are we rolling?
move through it.
I think it's like everyone's just gonna like step forwards by really quietly crossing their arms over their chest and like putting one foot forward so they kind of like fall in. They're hoping it looks cool.
All right. Well, Avril, you fall through the portal, and the lighting changes drastically as you're suddenly in a dark room and smack down on the ground. As everybody else follows through and also ends up in this dark room, which is familiar to some of you, as the room where the teleportation circle was when you first used it in Storm Sledge. And a dragonkin little student, probably only a couple of years older than Avril, dressed in robes, is sitting there by the door in this room that has now become the teleportation circle room. You see a few diamond scales flicker in the light left behind by the teleportation as they very patiently wait for you to dust yourself off and get ready, get back in shape after the happenings that just happened. And look up at you, quill in hand, open up a book, and say, "New arrivals, can I get your names?"
You don't know us.
Why? What you gonna do with them?
Oh, I've just been instructed to log whoever comes through the portal.
Then a description of us should do, don't you think?
Oh, okay. He's really not sure what to do. This.
You could just write down the Crimson Muzzle. They'll know what that means.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So, scroll down in this book. Well, good travels. I hope it was a smooth journey.
Great. Who's really good at that?
And with that, that is where we're going to finish up. You have successfully arrived in Storm's Ledge, and we will see what's going on there.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. Thanks everybody for joining us. Yeah, we'll find out what new horrors await the team at the top of Storm's Ledge. And hopefully, maybe not next time, but soon, we will find out what this masquerade is all about. Alrighty. Thanks everybody. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.